Hey guys, what's up? If you can hit typing.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
Blame water.
I blame water. I am just doing my announcements. I've said this before. I feel like I need to set up like a going live soon kind of thing. But like when we're actually live, but like not really. You know?
Yeah. That makes sense.
When we're live, but we're just pretending to be. That way, I can do all these like little announcements and let people filter in beforehand. Hello, Doctor.
Boy.
And I'm gonna just check that out. Alright. What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey. We're back. We're back again once more with more Fundraiser and Stream-a-thon. I will request, Zez, that you mute while I'm doing
Oh, I'm
this
sorry.
a little
I'm
bit.
sorry.
Just so I don't lose my train of thought. Yeah, we're back with more funny Fundraiser Stream-a-thon. This time we're doing another viewer donation game stream for Disco Elysium. Wow, there it is. You can see it on the screen, perhaps even hear it. This game, was hello Tip, was a donation made by Zanza, who is in call right now, but I've requested he mute because his keyboard is very loud. Because he spilled water on his keyboard like a fool.
Don't expose me.
I'm exposing you.
I told you this in confidence.
No, you didn't.
That's true. I never said it was a secret.
But yeah, I've heard really good things about this game, especially from the two people in call, who have been talking about it a lot. So you know, Zanzu, who I mentioned before, and also Kakapo.
Hi.
Yeah.
I beat the game, so I
Yeah.
know about it, and it's very good. I recommend you play it.
Yeah. I'm far in the game. I wasn't able to beat it because I was playing it in the middle of Kool-Aid, and now I'm goo. But it is. I got pretty far into it. It is very good.
Yeah.
You're decently into it, yeah.
Yeah, in particular, I'm just very curious about how Penny is going to feel about the game, because the sillier aspects might be absolutely up her alley, but also it might completely bounce off, and I'm just fascinated on, like, what will happen.
You know, that's fair enough. I'm at least gonna try to engage, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
I know nothing about this game, with the exception of, please pirate it.
Yeah.
Because of many things.
Yeah.
I'm not...
I can explain these. So,
like, I understand basic class stuff, but we are gonna be creating our own character.
yeah, okay,
Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
I would argue that's better. I picked a pre-made, and I kind of regret it, personally.
Because, like,
Yeah.
oh, I could be intelligent, or, oh, I could be, like, charismatic, or I could be dumb as a rock, but no, we're gonna create our own guy.
The one stats are pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, how it works, yeah, like...
Yeah.
Those, like, slots at the bottom, like, are basically how many upgrade points you can put into them at all. So, like...
Yeah, so that determines your cap, not your, current, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I would recommend going for, like, at least a decently high amount of intelligence, because, like, there's a lot of information that this, like, world has, and, like, engaging with that stuff is, like, pretty good.
So, I have a total of 8 points I can use right now.
Yes, in addition to just the base 1 that everything has.
Yeah. Alright, well, we're gonna... We're at least gonna be pretty intelligent. And then we don't want 1 in everything, because that anything is fucking stupid.
Oh, another important thing. Physique determines your health, and I believe... Was it psych or intelligence that determines your mental health?
It's psych.
Yeah, it's psych.
Yeah.
So, psyche determines, like, your like actual like mental health stats, which like determines like if you like die or not. So
yeah,
those are all.
I don't think it's too big of a deal. Like, I'll be real, dying in this game is really funny, but
yeah,
fair enough. You know what?
But,
I'm feeling like I want to go weak physical because I think that's funny.
Honestly, go ahead. I think it's also funny.
And then like we're kind of like emotionally intelligent, but we're kind of like yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know,
yes.
We got a lot of brain power, but we're not emotionally invested in anything.
No, that all works.
There you go.
Ooh, okay, so I get skills now.
You have each individual thing. Now, each of these essentially represents a facet of your character's psyche and like personality.
Right.
They're not strictly positive. The higher they are, there just means the more present they are. But that can both be good and bad. I think a good way to suggest it is that drama, whenever drama steps in, it will literally be like, "They're lying to you, sire. You need to take them back."
That's fucking stupid. So do I get just 1 skill?
Just wait till they talk to each other.
Yeah, it's like my signature
currently,
skill.
You get to select your signature skill. That gets to be the one that is the best and has a higher cap.
Yeah.
Which is fascinating trivia.
Yeah. Encyclopedia is fun because it gives... Well, it's interesting because it gives you a lot of facts about the world. However, if it gets too high, it will continuously interject with completely useless information.
Excellent. Visual calculus.
That one's also that one's a pretty useful skill.
That one seems fun. Virtual crime scene models. I could become fucking Sherlock.
Yeah, you could
become Sherlock specifically.
Yeah. Inland Empire is like gut feelings.
Yeah.
Esprit de Corps is your connection to the cops.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want any connection to the cops. Go to Party Planet. Oh, that's also composure. Interesting. Let's see. I think this one is the most me because I'm really bad at trivia, but like I'm really good at nonsense, unnecessary trivia.
That is completely valid.
Either that or this one, which seems interesting. Let's have a look.
Conceptualization is also fun.
Art cop. You know, is using fresh associations still with it. What? Hardcore. So stupid. Boring people invite you to the dust parties. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I'm between these two.
Yeah. They're both good. I know if you go the Thinker, Encyclopedia is the one that they auto-pick for you as your signature skill.
I see. You know what? In that case...
Yep, that starts you off with a point in that.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Whole little system they got going on.
That's not ominous at all.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Look, it's your ancient reptilian brain
It
speaking
is.
to you.
Yep.
Never, ever.
Oh, okay. I don't have to? Sure.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. You
more.
got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. All right. Nothing sounds a fuck all but. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir?
No, I need to belittle myself instead. Oh.
Do you really? You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
There's this giant ball there. An evil apes.
Oh,
And
man.
the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
Now, I have a question.
Sequel was Super Monkey Ball?
How
Yeah,
small
sorry.
are the apes?
Infinitesimally small. Infinitesimally.
I just really want-
I'm gonna let you keep going.
Infinitesimally. You can't even make out it's a ball. You're joking it out. It's that large. Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face. Or you lose. Yes, it is. You lost.
The sound outside, you recognize it. It's a Caprice Commander motor carriage.
Yeah. Sounds about right. We are gonna just put on a jacket. And this, we don't wanna see any more of that.
You can click this little thing.
Real quick, let's turn up the voiceover volume a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. And I also want to make a save.
Yeah.
Right about.
Alright, fantastic.
You can click the orb.
Hold tab to highlight.
That'll also tell you all the clickable things.
That's good.
Yep.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Oh, by the way, that highlighted thing, those are like rolls that you could like fail and such.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. You swoop up and catch the tie.
And you did it.
Snap.
Yay.
It's what you have in your hand is a truly hideous thick tie.
We're not going to turn the light on. We're not about that.
Good choice.
Sure.
All right.
You can also click on the
You
thing
hear
surrounding
it
your head
jingle.
to do stuff.
Yeah,
Keys
yeah.
are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pen. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched.
Okay.
There's also that mirror.
Oh, that's a mirror.
No, the other thing.
Oh, this is a mirror.
Yeah.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities? Virile, caring towards the little things? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the vague impression of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the
Some
mirror.
kind of clown.
Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Behold.
Yeah, there he is.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
An expression of pain.
You are correct.
Says the mirror.
Yeah.
It belongs in the 3rd decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Thank God disco happened.
For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume la Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression. Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone
Grimace
now.
remains.
Only the grimace remains.
Shake!
Grimace.
You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness, aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a caprice cinema. You have
Yeah.
some understanding of the near history of disco. The
Don't
rest
say.
is darkness. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Lemillion's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression, looking good on you, or anyone. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Well,
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Yep. The thing about white checks about those is that you can do them again if you improve that score. Or
I see.
gain some other conditional better for that
I
check.
I see.
Also,
So kind
I
of
believe if you look in the bottom right, you got that. That's just your inventory, and the other one is your thought.
my thought.
Basically, you currently have one. Whenever your character has a weird, stupid idea, you can begin internalizing a thought. It usually gives you a temporary, like, debuff while you're thinking about it. But once it's done, it gives you like this is basically your talent. This is how you get talent.
I see.
So you click internalize, your character will think about it for some amount of in-universe time, and then eventually it will become a skill.
Yeah.
I
Look at
see.
the names you got there, by the way, for like the
Yeah.
future thoughts you could get.
Yeah, no, I saw hobo cop, homosexual.
Inexplicable feminist, like
Yeah. All right, well he's gonna be thinking about that for a bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Oh, thank God I know this.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Yeah. I should get that shoe. Should also get this shoe.
Green shoe, left foot.
Yeah.
Don't forget you can tab. Clickable.
Yeah.
Oh, there's shit on the. Yeah.
No, I just really need to get that shoe.
Right.
Very-
Yeah.
Very, very important.
Hey, there it is.
Alright, thank God.
You also have 2 ideas.
Oh, no, not ideas.
3.
Do they go if I'm not outside? Hold on.
They usually appear because you're in some kind of context in which they show up. Sometimes they're that, but sometimes they give you talents.
Gone now.
You probably need to be at the edge of the balcony if you really want to see it, but you know, it's do what you want.
I'll take that 40 cents.
40 cents.
40 real.
That's almost as high as 50 cents.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, there we go.
Listen, if you wanna, if you wanna, well, actually, I don't know that for sure. Never mind. Maybe I shouldn't say it.
Yeah, let's just let things go on.
Okay, sure. It's Marge.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
Damn it, I'm a cop.
Couldn't say. In
Yo.
truth, so far.
Let her know you
Mostly
want her
drinking.
physically? Ugh, okay, no. We're not trying the expression here.
Could it be because of the drinking? Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Based.
She
Yeah.
looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
Oh. That's probably someone else's room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not about that. You love the horn song? Yeah, it's pretty good. It reminds me of something.
This soundtrack is generally very, very good at doing what it needs to do.
Oh, you know what the horn sound actually, the horns song reminds me of? The Cane Pixels thing. Oh, what's it called? The one with the mountain giant and the mall underground.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul.
My soul is
Utterly.
immense.
And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Okay.
New side quest.
My side quest, yeah.
It's in the book section of your bottom thing if you want to look at it.
Yeah, I know. I saw that at least.
Yeah.
Probably even in the evening. Oh, okay. Gotcha, understood. That's... I found the shoe.
Did you put it on?
Oh, maybe it didn't? No, I did.
I did. Gives you +1
All right,
composure, but -1 savoir faire.
I see.
I think having 1 might just give you only the minus.
I see.
There.
Hello, sweetie.
Those are all just white.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Oh, I see. Oh.
Walks away from colleague.
Yep.
Yeah. He walks away and just looks at random shit.
Yeah.
That is the most this character thing ever though.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, that was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
I
A
want to see
competent
this
work
bird.
of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it.
You have it. You have that song set as your alarm song because it screams morning for you. Fair enough.
Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of
Oh,
the
thank God I
world
know.
solar. The part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Oh my
No,
God! I did
you
all
see,
those things.
Actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here. No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a...
All right, bye.
You can't go in that area yet.
Oh, that's in a different area. Okay.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is
Him.
tapping his foot on the floor.
Yeah.
Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, if an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. He is your half-brother.
Oh fuck. He's my half brother.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Man, you know, yeah. You know, I want this man to think I'm insane.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree? Sure. But did you take it down from the tree? So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious you would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down. After you, officer.
He's in your party.
It's
If you
so
want to
funny.
embark on
Good.
an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
Yay. There he is.
Kim Kitsuragi.
Kim.
The most patient saint in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems it.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
What is gold like? What is golden like a forest fire but smells like liquor? You could do what you want, but I know what I would go with.
I'm the harbinger of ruin.
What?
Ruin.
The glowing. I am it.
I have no
I
idea
am it.
what that means.
I have been to the precipice, cafeteria manager. I have seen the end.
What is this? A joke to you? Is this what you get when you...
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do the job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She...
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes?
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
No, I'm good.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. Give him information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
I'm gonna ask it, even though his response is going to be something along the lines of, "Isn't that your job?"
I don't know who killed him.
Yep.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is
It's a
this
good point.
they? If he
Did you
doesn't
kill him?
know?
I forgot that.
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The Unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
You can still ask it.
Crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
She pertains to the coming apocalypse. Everything is
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
Mystery solved.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct.
I am a feminist.
What? I would.
Is that so?
Yeah!
Not gained. Fuck yes.
You've gained a thought. When
Finally.
this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Not so
By
fast,
the way.
Mr. Feminist.
Oh, sorry.
You owe me 130 real.
Surreal.
Slip away unnoticed. 17% chance of success. This one's really funny. If you fail it, I will say.
One moment you're running like the wind, then you suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both fingers. Why?
Watch out!
No, the lady.
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon.
This did not need to happen. I have no such comments. To my body.
Those are mysteries of the spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to reveal itself to you. Its mysteries are unholy mysteries.
I'm so cool.
How's it going out there? Are the tiny apes screaming about money yet?
I think
Did one of these tiny apes have a pale green face?
Okay, she's fine. That's good.
Yeah.
It's a joke,
Yeah, you just
sweetie.
wiped out.
I didn't actually think you saw the kind green ape of South Safra in a hostel in Martinez. That would be ridiculous.
No, you have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pains.
The chair took the brunt of it. Don't worry.
Are you sure, ma'am?
Yes. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a
He's
cop-friendly
apologizing?
Yeah, because you're cops.
The drinks are
You
on the
are a
house,
cop.
okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though.
He's shaken. Barter now, and he'll cave in.
Do you be that guy?
I don't want to be that guy. He's just doing his job, dude.
Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I just can't let you up there. And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
Yeah.
It's funny if you succeed because you just run out the door and then later you have to come back in and explain yourself.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up black.
This got
and
thought.
this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Why did you say that?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying, up on Marvel Hill, a great high place, one that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Good choice.
What? Do you want to get HoboCop?
I could get the thought for HoboCop. I'm a sucker for thinking.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
Right, now you got to start working on your two new thoughts.
Yeah.
If you want.
Oh,
You got to scroll up because you're slower on the scroll wheel.
Right. Yes. Okay. We will.
Yeah, you do. +2 authority against men.
Yeah.
-1 composure.
Yeah, while you're researching it, at least.
Jesus. Not at a mild feminist.
A first strike to decapitate the XY chromosome hegemony. Dude. Yeah.
A cop and a hobo. A hobo cop.
Let's think about HoboCop as well.
Yeah.
We've got -1 logic and composure. That's fine. I don't need those.
Yeah. By the way, when like you were first introduced to like Gar and like the one of your stats basically said like you sense a seething from his eyes. He must not like you and all that stuff. When I played the game, it was easy success fail. Oh yeah, you guys are cool. You think you're cool, right?
Yeah.
And it was such an innocuous thing that I didn't even realize what was going on until I saw easy success failure and realized, oh shit, I just put that in the background.
I can't go in there.
Reporting
Yeah, not
false
yet.
information.
So it means I have to go outside.
God, I'm legit like honestly, even just with this one playthrough with slightly different stats, I was like noticing a lot of things. A lot of checks I didn't get.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
Okay.
Of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. Well, as you probably know.
Don't worry, miss. We are...
Of course.
Okay.
Where to?
Well, I can ask her 1,000 questions. Where am I?
What do you mean? We're in Martinez, sir. This intersection is called Roundabout North, I think. There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet, some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of just coast.
Yep,
There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. No problem.
Nope. Didn't mean to do
Of
that.
course. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay,
She knows a
but
lot.
they're hard to reach.
Yeah, she does live here.
Yeah.
In the yard, right through the hole in the fence. No problem. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Interface.
There you go. Bye-bye, bugs.
Bye-bye, bugs.
I want to note, right? also when you went to grab the tie, right?
Yeah.
Even though I'm really far into the game and I keep trying to grab the tie, I keep failing the check. When you fail the check, you strain your back and you lose HP, and I'm playing with only 1 in physical stat, so it kills me instantly.
Oh my god.
It's really funny.
Oh, yeah, by the way, since you only have 1 HP left, you should probably save.
With a matrix of
You can actually eat
lists
HP
all
items in
companies the
response to
East
taking damage
Delta
if it would kill
Commerce
you.
Center.
That too. You do have 1. Yeah.
This button looks new, but someone has...
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
I don't really feel like calling any of these guys right now.
Yeah.
It's all the guys to call. Oop.
Oh, him. Oh, no.
Here we go.
Oh, good. Some kid.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it.
He's
almost exquisite in
he looks like he's from Bully.
Like a gremlin.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
It's love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like 2 black holes and his jaw is twitching as
Just
if
a
he's trying
slur,
to get
you know?
free from the
Yeah.
area of his body.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
Stop using slurs at my crime scene.
Talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about. I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding at sea.
Why does he have like a thick Liverpudlian accent?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't... You will see.
The language is pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got. Shitload, pig. What?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would...
The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything...
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems...
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
Looks like you're a faggoty now, whatever that means. The
Thanks,
suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other...
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna...
Don't tell him that, Kuno! It's lame!
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
He's in the City of Rage.
Lame.
Okay, I understand.
That's
Kuno
the name
S.
of Kuno City, bitch. Get the
No.
fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
It's impossible to deduce.
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost!
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't.
Okay, yeah,
Kuno
fuck you.
doesn't fuck.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're nightmares.
Okay. Have a look at the greenhouse, and then.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
The smell
Who wants?
You nat
pushes
I
you further
nat
out,
failed.
more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected.
Oh.
More fever than odor. It fills your mind.
Yeah, just let it out.
Yeah, no matter how bad your or no matter your stats, 2 1s will always fail and 2 6s will always succeed.
Yeah.
You feel a great force ringing from until a pool of vomit lies under your
Fucking
feet.
corpse.
And you
Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. If you can handle the headache, some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. I can't handle the headache. Sure you do. You just threw up a lot. That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salt. If she doesn't have any, there might be...
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier.
Okay, sure. Thanks, tutorial lady.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I can left click to move, which I already figured out, but turns out I can right click to bring up this. What the fuck is this? It's a car?
Before you stands a motor carriage.
The Capri
body
Kinema.
is covered in blue vapor emanates
a motor carriage.
from the. This
Yeah.
must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Sure, I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Alright.
Now, give you a modifier. Reattempt.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Makes sense.
The fun thing with this game is that it has a very like rich political tapestry and complex history, but you're like but you don't need to pay attention to any of it. You're like the biggest chaos element in the world.
Yeah.
There he still is, looking right through you. With his the ammonia only makes it worse. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Fail again?
Yeah.
I don't want to be a cop
Get a
anymore.
hold of yourself.
The weight is reassuring, like a criminal in solid fortification.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it
Seriously, this isn't fun. Let's solve something up.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday he's got then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there. If you did, I think I've lost my sense of smell.
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too. No. This is a two-man assignment because you need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals.
New
Find
thought
something else
gained.
to do
Volumetric
while
shit
we're
compressor.
Oh,
It's
thank
pretty
God.
bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue...
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay, well, let's continue to make our stats worse, shall we? Only 30 minutes. Oh, I can't tell.
However, unfortunately, you have 3 slots.
Yeah,
You'll need
I'm out of thoughts.
Yep.
You
will
can
need to
stop
unlock
if you want to switch things around. Like,
Yeah. Let's stop Hobocop.
That's fair.
that one's only 30 minutes as well, so like,
Yeah.
it's probably
That's
useful
a
to have.
terrible, terrible image.
Yeah.
But
The
yeah,
art in
no,
this
you
game is incredibly, like, expressive.
Yeah.
And they do it for evil sometimes.
Yeah. But hey, you got the city to explore.
I can finally run.
You can talk to that guy.
I can finally talk to Tommy Lahom.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it.
I have the law!
From another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for
That's
days
where I am.
upon days upon days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just...
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak. Or he just likes unusual words.
Okay.
Or both.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need? It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Well, it's the
Some
union
pretty
thing,
wild
maybe.
stuff I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. It's good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up.
Sorry if I'm not
Precise
talking much,
demands
I'm
and
just
so on.
listening.
It's a very dense game.
Yeah.
It's a very dense
From the
game,
White
but like,
Lines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
you want to
They
let
keep
them
that money
talk.
flowing in, my
and
man.
such.
Ka-ching.
He
Ka-ching!
doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my... Us lorry drivers.
Yep.
Camionneurs.
Camionneurs.
You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing. Well,
This
I
guy's
ain't one of
chill.
us drivers. I know that.
Yeah.
What's
All
that, sorry?
accounted for.
I'm saying this
Otherwise,
guy's
I haven't
chill.
really asked
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
this guy seems pretty chill.
Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Yeah, dude.
Ask
Yeah.
for his conclusion.
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
You're under arrest.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of flying cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the
You are
Eldorado
under
market lately.
arrest.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically again.
Don't be a stranger.
Alright, cool. Let's see, where is the man gonna take me if I just click a button?
Round.
Because I'm gonna be real, I would not have seen this fucking path. Absolutely insane statue.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes, and a silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV,
the insane.
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
I don't know what that word
he
means.
blew through the whole national treasury, starting the
I
decline
see, I understand what that word
one
means.
of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
Stop the knowledge from pouring in.
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth.
Yep.
He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what
you
now?
see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering national treasures on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay. His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
I know what nose candy is, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Cocaine.
Okay, thank you.
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal
It looks
mausoleum.
like the statue was exploded in half, and then they just had a shit time putting it back together.
The original was blown apart
Yep, there it
by
is.
communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the
I don't know
poorest
if
part
this
of
can
the
be
city.
considered restoring, but like, sure,
The
whatever.
statue is supposed to
Oh,
capture
I
the
see,
moment it
okay.
was blown apart, like
I
an
understand.
instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
It's a really bad idea. But you know what? I'm curious to see what
People
the
in
response is.
Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social. Those critics might have it wrong, though. There's more to it than just ironism, but you can't say what precisely. Perhaps this art mystery will be solved at a later time. Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal.
Okay, that's just weird. Alright, well, I've learned about that insane man.
Yeah.
The lore. There's a lady.
The lore.
Yeah, there's a lady. More importantly, though, I'm gonna take this
99 more dollars to go.
Yeah, exactly.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some
Grandma?
cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your... No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
Alright, sure.
Yes?
I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
Isn't that
there
cool?
if you need reminders. Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Well, I mean, what does your shirt give you?
Plus one physical instrument. I'm fine with this for now.
Yeah.
If I need to be physical in some way, I'll swap them out, you know? Just hold on, I gotta put my physical shirt on. Come on, you can click on the thing. Okay, sure. Yep. There's some kind of
98 more to go.
Yep, exactly. Hey man. That's great. I just saw change on the ground though.
You should go down. There's a character that this guy, you should really talk to him.
This guy? Alright.
Welcome.
Look at his name.
Racist lorry driver?
Oh.
He's the worst.
Hey, I know Revachol. That's what we are.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Revachol. It's a
right.
lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant.
Well, he is too.
You think my kind
That's
doesn't
true.
belong here, that I should. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple.
The lieutenant exhales and
Whatever you say, officers. Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on the strike. Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month. 2 months, maybe. But
Yeah.
this here is just
Okay,
the
so
last
this has
week
been
or
going
so.
on
Apples.
for like a week.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you
Which
had
is also
some
around how long the dead body's been up.
Yeah, a little suspicious.
Look, as detective.
I come from a long line of lorrymen.
We have ancient
We got
rights.
ancient rights and privileges. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man.
Koiko may be another derogative for a person from Grad, you think.
Yep, it's one of their main exports. They grow him down South Yekokata. A beautiful place. Got great...
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name actually translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant or animal
He's
life.
so racist.
He is.
Yeah? Says who? Then, I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those koikos. They're everywhere, except their own homes.
You mean the people living in Grad?
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk, those degenerates from Grad. Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise? Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have...
Relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is something unsavory. So he'd remain unaccountable.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges. Someone with a cart? What did you think
Oh, no,
it
BRB.
was? That's how
yeah,
deep into history
Yeah,
our
but I'll be
riches
back very soon. I'm just gonna
before
get some food.
machines. Sure
Tell me how
fucking is. We have a guild. And
conversation
everything.
goes.
Very
Yeah,
ancient,
yeah.
Very prestigious. Goddamn right. They've been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit.
Okay.
Trusting street thugs with their goods.
He's the
is
fucking
going to
worst.
fuck up-
He is. I don't really care for him that much.
Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals.
Good.
These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad I've had a thought.
Yay!
Yay.
Still working on the other ones.
Can I now? How do I?
Nope. You have a total of 3 slots. When you level up, you can spend the level up point to either unlock a new thought slot or put another point in a skill.
I see. I understand.
And you gain experience from having conversation, and learning things.
I understand.
And basically just, yeah. Basically just from going through new content in the game.
Yep.
But that means it's been 30 minutes, so you can probably check up on the thing again.
I can probably check on the body. I think we should probably do that before we do anything else.
Whenever I just love seeing people's reaction to the guy's name.
Racist
Like,
lorry driver? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Fuck that guy.
racist lorry driver. He's the worst.
Run. Alright, let's go fucking get this.
There he still is, looking right through you. As you
compressed.
breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind. It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattooed.
They do after 7 days, yes.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish,
Enameled
marbled
boots?
with decaying veins,
Yeah.
and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulder. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast, delicate and fragile. They feel these are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather.
Okay.
Fairweather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
The Sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
It is. It's expensive.
Hola, I'm back.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 rial, unadjusted for rank.
Not too much, yes.
So, this guy was wearing an extremely expensive set of armor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what that means. That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez.
Yeah, I'm sure I did the same. Yeah. Yeah!
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps. If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right Sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination: E50, 100, 1000.
Good. Can you read it to me?
X5415 6745 678222. Let's lie.
Why? Why would I do that?
Because drama, this is what it does. It just makes you lie about things.
Fucking no.
Making a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The Sabatons dangle off.
Yeah,
the
I
the
felt like
cadaver slowly twists on the cup. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, suddenly not a briefing.
Then you should ask me the first moment we get. I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso.
I'm just looking
from
at this
the right
dead
shoulder
fucking body,
to the
dude.
solar
I don't know.
plexus. Each time they intersect,
Gotta get all that.
a
You're,
small
I
you
gotta
gotta
get all the
investigate.
information. Like, the information, it needs to be
Hundreds
given
of
to me in my
fading
brain.
asterisks riddle
Exactly.
the skin. His
It
corpse
needs
is
to be
marked
put in your
by
brain,
stars.
go through your body, processed,
Alcohol
and then compressed into the
and
shit
off.
singularity.
So this is a map of the night sky. This is a microelectronic system. It feels more microelectronic.
I have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were. But I agree.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Yeah, the kids are still here, by the way.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it? It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Sure, just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
I don't have. I'm doing something right now.
Yeah.
An
Look him
intricate
in the
web of
eye.
blue lines stretches across the torso. His eyes are milky white, and dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is red. The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50,
Thanks.
with an athletic build.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead.
Yeah.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is...
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion.
The fuck are you saying?
Talking about shit.
The third option.
Godspeed.
Yeah.
Hello
Maybe.
again.
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquent...
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means
I think
But
he's
there
dead.
is no breath to catch, only the cadaver filling the air.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Climb up there and saw the branch? There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees. Someone else? You mean like the police? Sadly, yes. The whole RCM is out there right now, doing the exact... I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us.
Yeah.
And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We are not getting him down already. Not getting him down is a task.
Yeah! Bang bang time!
How? With a buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno with some shit.
He's just playing with dirt.
They'll miss! The
Yeah.
pigs will miss Kuno!
Take the shot.
Yeah.
Silence. With his elbow sharp and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Hermes mass-produced muzzle loader. Aesthetic, frugal, one
I'm
of the
glad
most
I know
common
this.
firearms in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
This will help me
you
in the
know,
coming days.
This is just what Encyclopedia
Assumes the
does.
fella's
Yep.
position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
I think I should just let him do his fucking job.
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements.
God damn it.
Fucking idiot!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he? Kuno's sorry too.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remained. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the law. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him
I
down
can try to
with
shoot him down
this.
myself.
I don't have the physique for that.
Okay, they do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there... okay, let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way. From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting.
To the gates. Let's negotiate.
So how was your conversation with the racist lorry driver?
Oh, you know.
He was racist.
He was racist.
No way.
I did successfully, you know, complete my thought.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. You leveled up, so you can click the little like slots above, I believe, right?
Or you can
Or you can level up a skill.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
can level up one of my skills here, or I can click one of these.
Yep. Click one of the empty slots to gain a new slot to learn
I'm
another.
thinking.
Yeah.
Do you want to think more,
I
or
want
do you
to
want
think more. I want to think about Hobo Cop.
Hobo Cop. Hobo Cop.
I think my skills are fine as is right now.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You know what's going here?
Fruits.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
From the girls kissing.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know. Frit? I think they think that the extra T makes it.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
I see.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I've not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know really long. I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you
She's
hear anything,
literally
just
just a
okay?
teenage girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Working a shitty job.
Yup.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like, you need a bag, I guess. We used to have some. Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure.
Alright, this is how I get my money.
So yeah, that's how you'll get $100.
Raincoats fill a low shelf beneath.
You don't even have the $4 for the raincoat.
No, I don't. But if I can find a bag, I have a shit ton of bottles in my room.
Indeed.
That's true.
Did you talk to the strikebreaker yet?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though.
This is my
It's
favorite
got
guy.
Something to do with Flasky reaches
He's
for
cool, yeah.
from time to time.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, I'm actually worse.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me.
Actually, it's very fun and easy.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Probably not. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Much better here at the harbor, for an honest union man like me. Body still hanging in the tree? I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the union convention. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a grantor.
If it's all so simple, why don't the strikebreakers just go up the stairs?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini Supremacy is there. Walk right, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best
that's not
Measurehead in a
happening.
physical confrontation, or you could convert
It's
to a
possible.
Semini Supremacist worldview.
Oh, maybe.
Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Is any of the scams trying converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong. Sure. You know, serious business.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return
I
once
see you're
you've
avoiding
met
the
union
give me
boss.
money option.
I don't like it.
With the organization.
You think you could
Yeah,
collect $100
if you go down, you
today?
can talk to the scab there.
This guy?
Yeah.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Oh, he's squeegee, yeah.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
Yeah, dude. Alpha male?
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people
Oh,
who have
then
causes.
yes.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence. Rights of people. Right.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned
Yeah, he doesn't know what
phrases.
he's talking about. He's just...
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, we have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss? I know nothing about a murder. Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work!
What is a strike?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were.
Yeah,
Given
he
a
talks
job to
about
do.
rights and helping people's families, and you get down to it, and it's just about fucking.
Yeah.
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the sec. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Like civilized folk, you mean?
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home.
No. They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then.
Alright, well, he's useless.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go change a man's worldview.
So I'll tell you, right? Because this is one of those. Oh, actually, no. You should talk first. But there are. I'll tell you, there are 3 ways around this blockade because it blocked me for a while because I didn't really have the skills for it.
Okay. God.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Yeah.
He's in the background of her picture.
Yeah, I saw.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Am Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me. What is this? And
merely standing up makes you
stop it. You are embarrassing yourself. This display of weakness may appear.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty.
You have succumbed to alcohol.
Oh, alcohol.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of alcohol emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making
Is it really that, Kim? Is it really so bad?
Yeah.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is...
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Look at my chronology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted.
He
are obsessed.
He just has a lot of fancy words to justify his racism.
Yeah.
It is, baby, yeah.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Let's see. You know what?
Enough with this. Bring your troops to the sea walls.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory.
You want to be racist?
He would take you as one of his own.
Yeah.
That is one of the ways through him.
I don't really want to be racist.
Well, not as such. What you do with a mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become...
So, do you want me to tell you the ways to get around this if you don't want to deal with
this is a
becoming a
white check.
racist?
You may retry it.
Yeah.
Racists are generally not very good examples of their... I am not like them.
The drawings are precise and look true to their...
I'll ask once I'm done with this little
One
conversation.
thing, however, which is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree, is large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
Your visual calculus's response to this guy is, you're not correct because technically you're imperfect too.
Yeah, I'm noticing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because visual calculus can only recognize things spatially. It doesn't have any, like, you know, cultural awareness.
Yeah.
Your earlobes are too big. Let's go with the first option. Why not?
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Babe, thanks.
Shut up.
But I got this.
Babe, thanks.
Babe, thanks.
Racists, I am not.
The drawings
Let's
are
see what else we
precise
got.
and look true to their
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability.
How?
What does that mean? What else? What else?
I don't know.
To see any more of your bone structure. It is covered. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal. Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rivasholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul. That is the only reason you are here. Racist. I am
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-science.
the size of the earlobes is not a real crime.
Your earlobes are.
Everyone knows that. You know,
Yeah,
everything
everyone
else.
knows
You know.
Your silence,
alright.
don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. Mr. Clare is a man of vision, and also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure.
My jam is a
It
mysterious
lacks
fourth
an
thing,
orange
actually.
Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? Offshoots of the Seminese people invent. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much.
I see you're just skipping a lot of his dialogue.
Because it's bullshit,
He
and
just-
it's so much to like read.
Yeah. Nope, that's all valid.
I mean, it is valid. I'm just pointing it out because it's
South
funny.
Island race. We are the future. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my know. I have heard about it on the radio.
On the radio.
He listens to podcasts.
Yeah, he listens to
He
fucking-
It is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simony strategy. Spreading. You have heard enough about our fellow.
He doesn't even live in the city.
Yeah.
You have.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the good one.
Oh,
Lucky
yeah, lucky
racist.
racist.
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quite wit. A protruding.
The lieutenant does not flint.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness.
Oh, I actually got a
does not
+1 because I
complete.
bested him in Griniometrics.
He still
Yeah.
has the use
That's
of his
fucking
mind.
hilarious.
You could win.
That's
There's a
it's
chance.
always a chance.
I would probably
Well, no,
say
no,
it
not a good
before
idea,
trying it.
actually,
Yeah, hold
Yeah,
on.
bro.
Oh, hold on.
I believe you have to leave the
We still need
conversation
to
and come
get
back.
into the heart.
So let's put down a proper save. Let's also put on
Swap
white
shirts.
beater.
You change clothes in front of him before doing this.
Just to throw down.
Yep.
It has only worsened since I last saw you.
Oh.
You have really let
Nope.
yourself go.
How did this happen? Your little...
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Gotta heal.
Yep, you gotta click the Healy thing or you'll die.
This thing?
Your fist
yeah.
cracks in his hand like a rifle.
The words to the song have changed.
You feel
I have to
something in
think.
your chest. An unnatural pressure.
Okay,
It's spreading to your left arm.
I'm sure it's just
your
heartburn.
jaw. No.
Oh, God.
It's many years of combined self-neglect. All you feel is pain. Cop suffers final heart attack. Passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him.
He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met.
Captain Ptolemy Price.
Oh my god. Okay, well, We know that's not gonna work out in my favor.
Yeah. So I'll tell you, right?
Yeah.
3 methods, right? So there's obviously there's just succeeding that check and beating him, right?
Yep.
There's conceptualizing his racist worldview, which gives you a thought.
2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately
That's weird.
snakes.
Weird how that only came up now.
2 baby crocodiles.
Not look like a normal cop.
It's pretty clear a normal cop is good. They're balanced.
Neat.
Yep.
I guess I'll say.
Basically, so yeah, there's that. There's internalizing his racist worldview, which gives you a thought that is that is basically advanced racism theory, and it lets you get past him. However, for the rest of the game, like you will have, you will have like racist dialogue options.
Funny
like
but
pop
bad.
up. Yep, it's terrible because I'm pretty sure the idea does literally nothing for you. It's basically a waste of a skill point.
Yeah.
The other method, I will tell you, if you keep exploring, there is a method to get around the door. Generally further back near the crime scene.
Yeah, I figured that would be something else.
I took him out with the spin kick. I got lucky.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a bag so I can get my fucking money.
Yeah.
Look at these bottles.
I gotta step away for a bit.
Alright.
I'll be here. Yeah, explore around. You haven't talked to all too many people, so might be good
I
to.
mean, I've talked to most people. I haven't talked to anyone over here yet.
No.
Well, I've talked to most people I could see in the
Right. Fair enough.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Step right in. The
This
door is open.
this map is just pretty big, so.
Are you
Hello.
interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some.
Whoa. Hold your horses, little.
What is a book? What's a book?
What is a
game?
book?
Don't be ridiculous. I know all of these things.
You're fooling nobody.
Don't you sass me.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while. Okay, sir. I'll try
Just
to
wait
That's
until
how I
the
talk to
thoughts.
my brain.
you have. I hope they're
Just
about
wait until the
birth.
thoughts start arguing with each other.
Yeah. What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
What is a school, anyway?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Well, they run out of money and have to stop doing business.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
it does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist.
Plasmic manifestations.
No such thing.
The white
Anything
orb.
else you wanted to talk about, sir?
A translucent white orb.
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that. And the work of a police
And you know what
or a
crime
private
is.
detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Look at that guy. I'll never be as good as Mullen.
Yeah.
Head. Yeah.
Not head, child. Heads.
Isn't that very dangerous?
Is the chameleonic
Unlike
skill?
you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
28%. I do want to try.
It's the type of book where, or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be, those are unhappy books for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but these are not very common. You can't have a choice between, well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
What about when
That's
everyone's
really
poor?
not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life. Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end. I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum. I'm sure she can help out. Maybe some about other books?
Who are these famous
kings
people?
and queens and generals of old. I think that's why people read them.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Annette's expression remains ever so helpful, but she doesn't say anything.
Okay. No, sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already tiring enough to remember to say it all the time. It's nice of you to say I could stop, though. That's a friendly enough face, most of the time.
You fail to deduce. She waits intently.
Won't actually deduce anything.
It's okay, sir.
You disappointed a small child.
No! I disappointed a small child. It's okay. I can try again later. Hold on. Binoculars. Had a bag. I don't have a fucking bag.
No bag.
No bag.
I forget where you get one. But
Probably
I definitely
somewhat
did struggle with
fucking
it for a
insane.
bit. Yeah. The Bag Store.
Yeah.
Bag's Groove from JoJo Part 9.
Ma'am.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Be Welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? Come now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer. My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people
Denial is the way she copes with criticism.
Yeah.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her.
What in God's name is she talking about?
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself.
I've met people
the
like
shelves
this.
compel you, don't they?
She smiles and nods.
Oh, I'll have a look around. With fascist magic? The fuck are you talking about? Hold on, I had a thought of that. Everyone knows the most interesting thing about fascist was that magic? Good. That was it. Do a quick save.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A string.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges. Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before...
Nothing! Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you feel...
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you.
She's got fascist magic!
Buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't... You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. Thank you. Let's just talk about this first, all right?
Talking is always good. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust.
You've only interested
Hello
me.
again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance. I already told you, it's just a just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of.
You really want to get back there, right?
What?
You really want to get back there.
I really do.
Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said, they don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything? The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy. And they're malicious. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence. As if it's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
I have new words. Yay!
New words.
Yes. I've contacted numerous parapsychologists.
Got unlocked. Void
And even
raves.
a pair of Simonese mediators. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear. Oh, this! No, it's a special Himian amulet. Blessed by... There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost...
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
-1. Gave smart-ass parenting.
Slither
Fuck
up
you,
to
though.
her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before. You're no para-detective.
You look like one.
You look like one.
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. Go ahead then. Rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
The Void Revenant. I have the powers to deban all the bad energy.
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means but I am not the
You
only
basically
one
just
at
said you were
risk.
half black.
I have to think
Yeah,
of my daughter.
yeah. I'm sure I did.
You are certain you can help us?
Yeah.
Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us. If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope.
Psychic
Do you
force.
swear it? Thank you, sir. There's one more
I
thing
have
I haven't
to know.
told you about yet.
The entity?
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney? Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there.
There's just a woman in there.
Some unnatural magic, I assume. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
Okay, but please, only a few questions.
The woman before you scanned.
All right.
Guillaume Le Million.
I've completed my thought.
Bad news. Guillaume Le Million did not become a cop. In 38, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite, amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor.
That's pretty
for
good,
racial
actually.
That
in the
does seem
30s,
pretty good.
And also inexplicable feminist agenda.
There you go.
There is something you need to see, sir. We found the remnants of an ancient artifact lodged in your hypothalamus. It is a cylindrical object.
A cylinder?
A cylinder.
The paint is peeling off, but you can clearly make out the letters Revolutionary Feminist Agenda on the hull. It appears that some time ago, before you became a joke,
you became
were an actual feminist. Somehow, you've come to that conclusion. Perhaps you can work your way back.
+1 empathy could evolve into RFA.
Have to quit
drugs to get there.
There you go.
Yeah. Finally.
Guillaume de Million. That's a good thought. I didn't get that in my playthrough.
That is a pretty good thought by the looks of it.
Yeah, I especially could have used that. All my psych caps were a 1 because I chose the thinker build, and such. So I definitely could have used that.
Alright,
but you know.
Actually, before I do go back, let's just save. There we go.
You see a set of tattered curtains.
How are you doing this quest now?
I guess so.
Of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway.
Ghostly silhouettes of hairdryers, a vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Okay, so this place before it was a bookstore was a hairdresser's.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese. After exerting some force, you managed to turn the key.
You tried breaking it down anyways.
Yeah.
The door slides slightly open.
It was also a gym.
Yeah. Oh. Kim has something to say.
Oh.
What is this place?
Like a gym to me.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. We should find a flashlight if we want to go on. There should be one in my kinema.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for a supernatural explanation.
Let's go grab the flashlight.
Yeah, it's a good item. You'll probably need it. Revachol.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A metallic drawer slide.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
I think I
the
should
pry
take
bar
that.
feels useful for opening all sorts of doors. The
I should take all
are
these
long
things.
and slim.
Yeah, you should take all of them.
Lets you see things in it. The pull-out toolbox slides back
don't think
into
I
its
need
nest. Preheated.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to cause Kim any trouble, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you may want to, like, check it on the radio because, like, it is, like, tied to the police station. Not now, but, like, whenever you have the chance.
Right.
Like, that is just, like, an option and stuff. And I'm sure he wouldn't object, but... Flashlight.
Secret orbs.
Yeah. And,
Does it just have infinite battery?
pretty much, yeah. It's basically in dark place. Now they're late, but in the direction you're pointing, so you know. Yeah, so like you'll need it for this place, as you can see.
Yeah. There's so much bullshit here. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yes?
also $3.
This
Investigate the cube.
appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired frame.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside. We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. It's empty like a beehive with...
This is where the memory should go.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Okay, I don't have anything for it yet.
Yeah.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in script. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photo. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of translucent Welkins, with organs shining under this. Who are all those creatures? You should adopt one of those Welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man. One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine...
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too. Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone. The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers. Boreal Dvorg.
This is someone's fucking. This is someone's fucking.
The heat death scenario.
D&D
A
campaign.
desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered
This
from
is
its sun.
This is
drifting
Lord of the
through
Rings.
The universe. This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid. Minimi stands for a mini meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans.
I'm reading about someone's Lord of the Rings fanfic.
Heat death of the universe.
Well, we're doing the Doom commercial area quest line now, day 1.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I didn't discover this place until I think like day 2 or 3.
Yeah, this was like a day 2 or 3 quest for me too. Very interesting that it's happening now, which isn't a wrong choice, but it's just, you know, interesting how different things go.
Penny's gaming.
I found
Penny is
$50
gaming.
fucking dollars of filament.
That was actually. Oh. Yeah, you just gotta sell it, but yeah.
Tiles
Oh
on
yeah,
the
you can
cube
sell
are
that.
Still smooth.
I didn't even
Pretty good.
The production
Like a
schedule.
smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right
It's a
above
3D
the
printer.
keyboard starts producing a soft hum. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area? From the static gets louder, slowly.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader. That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core? Good. Please repeat the password.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
No.
Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the...
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password? Received. I will register.
Don't worry. Passwords.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Fortress accident.
I once again must point out,
on whose name the terminal you are
Kitsuragi is a saint.
has been registered
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
One moment. Fortress accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games.
Yeah, it's fucking
That's
D&D.
what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
Any other questions? Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard. Nothing happens.
Okay, well, we'll find the password sooner or later.
Most advanced RPG in the universe. Dude, this is just our life story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue down this way. Oh, wait, this is where I came from. Hold on. Let's go.
Yeah, there's a door to the north.
Yeah, I saw the door to the north. I just don't want to go in there right now.
Looks
Fair
like
enough.
someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same
Here we go
Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. That's a good question. Reality is ruthless.
Hmm. 7-Eleven.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the the whole thing resembles Cadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic. History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
The anatomy of the
The web is
curse.
comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
With question
Someone
marks.
very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency. Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious they projected. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble.
Oh.
Damn.
That's fucking damning.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? No, that's not it. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games.
Utter madness, he thinks. As a
The only people were trying to automate it. Impossible.
Yeah.
Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts. Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know,
not in Revachol West.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology. Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good.
No idea.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
You get me conceptualization.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
I see no other explanation.
Do we have any money? Let's give them more money so they can fish and make it even bigger. Harry about to be thrown out of his apartment building for not having $100 and breaking a window.
okay, let's keep moving.
Oh.
Let's finish it.
Yeah.
By the way, just for the record, Disco Elysium works on a day system. I think a good stopping point for like this stream would be the end of the first day.
That makes sense to me.
Mayhaps, but I mean that's still a bit of ways.
It's a bit of ways,
So-
but like it depends on what you do. Interactions speed up the clock.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
$2. I can afford a raincoat now.
9/11.
Oh, I'm pointing! I'm pointing!
Bear? Bear?
Oh, the big
James.
bear! Oh my god. Yeah.
They turned James into a fridge.
Yeah.
They put James in this game. You gotta like
Is
it
it
now.
taxidermy? The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note
Does it still
has
have
been
power?
attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
That's a very good question.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane
It's
wrapper.
nothing like the fridge.
It looks nothing like the fridge. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Let's look at my note.
If you click interact,
What is interact?
it's next to the name.
note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of...
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to
Who
hide it
could be?
somewhere safe.
Who could it be?
I can't do the voice as good.
Yeah.
You find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized
You'll
place
find the
with a
full
freezer.
memory with the offside
Take
copy.
care. Silly swap.
Frozen ice cream maker.
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
They use tape
Looks like
systems
someone
for their
from that
technology,
radio game
which is
company
actually
there.
scientifically
I'm really
based in
surprised
reality.
they just let
Yeah.
that property lying here. That's a plausible hypothesis. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
We know who the fucking kid is. We don't need to worry about that. Oh, okay. They found their way in.
Yeah.
A few bricks have fallen off. revealing a compartment behind the wall.
We'll deal with that in a minute.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. You slip your fingers up if you want to try again.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your inventory.
I do need to put that in my fucking hand.
Yep.
This orange machine is buzzing like the ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You see the pry bar's metal hand.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream... I have no idea, officer.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough.
Mighty enough.
Feels oddly satisfying. Like it's all gone now. You'll never become a poet.
Okay.
Clothes.
I did find clothes.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box.
Unplug
The red
the
one
giant
leaves
red
an
cable.
electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
That's the...
The ice cream maker.
Yeah. No, it's not the ice cream maker, it's the fridge. Yep.
That's what I mean, yeah. Sorry.
The ice cream maker is just too frozen. Alright, let's go see what the collapsed, well, like this shit's all about.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind.
Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache. There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs, rummaging around. Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say.
He likes this find.
Yeah.
I'll say...
Okay, so I do have a level up now.
So you want to use it on a skill point?
Insane mesh tank.
If you do level up one of your, like, white check skills with a skill point, you can use it to, like...
Redo the check,
retry.
yeah. It refreshes.
Yeah, what was the check I needed for opening up the...
You can check? Or, I think it's on the... Actually, open your book, I think. This might be
Yeah, if
helpful.
you open your book, it'll also tell you all white checks.
Map.
I think it's on map. Yeah, there it is. Tells you all active white checks.
Physical instrument.
Physical.
Yep.
Okay. So, you know what? Firstly, let's quick save. Secondly... Hold on. Put that on.
Yeah.
Third, I feel like physical instrument is probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep. It's not the worst thing to level up. +4 is not bad.
This orange machine is buzzing like the ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think
it's still a fail.
Jammed. You see.
It's a really hard check.
Well, that's a good pry. I have no idea.
Sooner or later.
Have you unplugged the black wire yet?
Yes.
No.
No, I
did the
plugged the red wire.
Try that one.
Only the black cable, something close to you.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brow.
Check on that.
This orange machine is dead still. The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar.
Oh my god, you almost got it.
I almost got it.
See the pry bar.
Yeah, well, I have no idea, officer.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool.
I now have no way of doing it.
Then we will know what's in this mysterious...
Admittedly, it's really hard because the pry bar is not strong enough.
Yeah.
Just find a better one.
Alright, well, let's take off my thing and put that in there. Alright. Oop, I didn't actually do it.
It's still good to have physical instrument leveled up, regardless.
I mean, yeah. I agree. I agree.
You might be able to try to beat Measurehead again.
Dead still.
Yeah.
I almost called him Racist Head.
Well, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was something you wanted to check out.
Well, yeah, this thing.
Here.
Oh yeah.
A thick layer of coal dust. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above.
What are you doing? Wait, really? We should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
See, look, physical instrument. Yell hello into the furnace.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No?
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the ring.
Alright, let's go upstairs.
Yeah.
I said.
There you go.
There we go. Him was in the way. Hold on, let's do another quick save. Oh, I guess I never went up here. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Recent.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room. This must be where the entity lives. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voice is probably... What an odd thing to do. No, still nothing. Those curtains prove to be surprising.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there.
Okay, so now I will actually go down and yell hello, I guess. After I fucking punch it so hard I break my fist open.
I mean, hey. That could... I don't actually know it. It could have actually increased your chances, considering... Shit. Yeah.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it.
Yeah, it did
all
improve
your
chance.
strength and yell.
I still failed.
Damn.
Dehydrated, hunger, a lifetime of smoking and... The chatter from the chimney continues on as before. Then again,
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer.
Why would you do that?
You're about to die.
Yeah, I know.
You feel something in your chest.
I'm letting myself die here.
It's spreading to your very...
Get a quick reroll. Yeah, I got it.
There's no... Cop suffers final heart attack.
Cop suffers heart attack.
Cop suffers final heart attack.
I know there's like a couple ways for where like it'll give you like a different lose the game thing.
Yeah.
There are quite a few game over screens.
Right, let's put my thing back on.
Check the other options. That usually helps
Thick
with
layer of coal.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But
always has to be the skeptic, this man. Something
there we go.
Breaks loose in you. A mighty...
Hello?
You've awakened the entity.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please...
You hear a low rumble.
After you, officer.
Alright, that worked out this time.
Yeah, it worked out. All you had to do was like die and reset time.
Yeah, exactly. Just like I was intended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this woman is yeah. This is what I figured. This woman is the game master and has been holed up here for 1,000 fucking years.
Maybe.
Yeah, you gotta just keep the pry bar.
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of dye are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps she's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why mostly they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking. Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind? I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you
She
need.
just makes dice?
That's why you're here, yeah?
Yeah.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Very good. My rate is 10 rel. Take a look around and see.
It almost looks as if
You
the
don't have
stones
enough.
and dice are a natural
Yeah, I
part.
don't.
No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide.
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused. Some of my
Yeah.
friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items. She's thankful for the security they provide her.
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex. You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Central project. And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
To woo the curse.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Exactly. Truth is always so but I'm glad we got this.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
Hasn't her business failed?
Yeah, I don't want to ask that.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working
They're scared of that world.
Who wouldn't like it either?
Of that word.
Oh, of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
How dare they slander me?
Yeah.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet. It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime. A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back. Kuno. Who's Kuno? Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Yeah.
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs...
It's not really full of that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Nothing changes in her tone as she...
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed...
Insane Clown Posse?
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
It's not easy catching those perpetrators. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist?
No, he mostly did
Anything
drugs.
else? There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect... The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists and, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
Oh, someone took care of the little guys.
Actually, insects do have brains.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. They're not moving.
Anything else? They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumutiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is. The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still...
They were just props. Why return them?
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral.
That's understandable. Fantasies are serious
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
The mind.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seem to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran
Yep.
out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know,
That's
in the end,
me.
they just
Yeah.
didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time. Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else? Oh boy, the
Wanna
fabled
learn
Rever
about
Show
James?
ICT.
Yeah.
You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
What were
There
the
was
other
really
ideas?
just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20. And by man the booth, I mean slumped behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really doesn't know how to be a female ally.
What the fuck?
What does the same thing?
Frit does the same thing.
Employing
That's
sexy
true,
teenage
actually.
girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravashow ICT. And they already had the bear. The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. Eventually, Ravashow ICT lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Killed the bear.
You did what?
I had to kill the bear to become the bear.
Ugh, of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the bear is costing them money. The gamers who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherian.
Sounds cool.
Megatherian.
Why is everyone doing drugs in this place? Even the taxidermist?
Even the
I actually
taxidermist?
failed that one because I suck at electrochemistry.
Yeah.
Megatherian, a mega wild beast. It's an imaginary beast by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Yeah, it is.
You shouldn't do them. You're a police.
Megatherian
now
is
you know
a word.
I've
I've of course have seen it, and like, you know, the monkey brain when epithet, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I put it away because I must not commodify everything I see.
Yep. Perhaps? I've been here for a long time. Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. Sure, I'm listening. I'm pretty sure it still does. Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarifies
Okay,
things
that
a
was
bit.
an
What
entire.
else?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing really.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook.
I quite
Your
like it.
window looks
It's,
down.
it's such a nice little side
You're
quest.
saying you
Yeah.
didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that
I
fateful
love
Sunday
how
night
drama
on
speaks.
Fundraiser.
Yeah.
I might have,
Yes.
but in this case, all I would have seen is my own
Let's
reflection
lie.
standing
Let's
Yeah.
lie.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone. It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it. And I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Okay, sure.
Hobocop.
I've thought about it.
You've thought about it.
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon.
Yeah.
Then fight the Aramakan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Finally. Learning Cup for Shivers, raised to 6.
That's pretty good.
Also, more money for selling things.
Yeah, learning cap for Shivers, especially with how low your physical is, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, for selling tear, yeah. Reveals extra special collector's edition tear bottles on the map?
Honestly, that's another really good.
I don't have a bag.
Product. Well, once you get one, you'll make so much money.
Okay. What the fuck is that password?
I don't know. I think that might be a part of a different quest line, TBH.
I found the thing in there. Oh wait, no, the password I think is in the ice container, whatever. That I can't open because I'm bad.
Yeah.
Alright, let's unequip these because we really just don't need those. Let's do a proper save.
Yeah. Kim wants to speak it.
Oh, yep.
Kim.
It's dark.
Kim.
And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Oh, it's a,
Yes,
it's a.
You might even call it a feature of the universe that you need to hold tools to. I'm sorry, the fundamental laws of the universe. So come on.
Some areas are.
Yeah, and he was just telling me that about flashlights when I already knew about it.
You just unequipped it in the dark, which was a big mistake.
Alright, Pleasance. Everything's fine, there's
You're
literally
alive
no
and well.
problem.
Don't keep me waiting now. Yes, yes.
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity? A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the...
The narrative she's built herself. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertain... To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Isn't the taxidermist stuff? He became involved in art style and then brought the boy up.
I think that one makes more sense, but that's me.
Yeah, this one, I'm hovering over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what? The entire economic system.
This is
the entire.
No, that was not what I meant. You can't force class consciousness on this poor old woman. It's just gonna destroy her.
Do it. Yes,
Yes,
the system must be cleansed. No, oh wait, no, that's the racist option. Afraid only world revolution can help you. You know, here's the thing.
Nothing until you to get used to chaos. So yeah, I think the top one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Because this
I'll
one's
get into something
racist.
after
This one's funny.
Yeah.
And will turn her to communism.
Yeah.
Another revolution? I understand what's going on here. You went in there. It's okay. You don't have to. Thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books.
Damn, she didn't believe it. She wasn't ready.
Total psychic collapse.
She wasn't
between
ready.
you two. There was never any other way this could have gone.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Alright.
So can we go now?
Well, she's a lost cause.
So here's the thing, Penny.
Yeah.
And you'll see this as you go on. There are often like times where it's like you have to make like 4 choices: the communist, the racist, the capitalist, and the neutral option. Commit to one.
It's very funny if you commit to one, yeah.
And I mean, I don't know, between the 4, I have my suggestion, but I'll let you play how you want.
Yeah.
Specifically, there will like be things that you can like do later based on which path you've committed to.
Yeah. I understand.
This coin-operated viewer is facing why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty.
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out.
The lieutenant adjusts his collar. Your money disappears into the coin. The curtains on the display open. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure it looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
I could level up physical instrument again and get into that thing, or I could do something useful with my fucking points.
Look how high your cap for shivers is. Like, that's so good, dude.
Yeah, my cap for shivers went up because I became a hobo.
Because of Robocop. Like, genuinely, that is a really good talent.
Like, I'm wondering if I should level it up so that it, like, is good.
Up to you.
Yeah, it's not showing much use now, but of course, that is just because it's very low.
I think I'll level it up. I have seen some shivers checks already, so I think that's fine. I'm easily influenced.
The thing is, right, some of the more esoteric skills are some of the most fun to me. Like, people... There's this one, it's like this, meme slash, like, you know, art thing, that's, you know, fan art of the game, right? Where it's fucking,
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
This task has been haunting me for the whole game, by the way.
This one?
It's so difficult.
You have no clue. So many walls.
Okay.
I've upgraded conceptualization so high to try and figure out what this is.
It was that hard? I got it.
I maxed it out and it just was never happening because it's a fucking 18 difficulty check.
Damn, sucks for you. I think. No, I realized what I did to unlock it. I'm not gonna tell you though.
Yeah, I think I may have unlocked it eventually. It just took time. Oh, it took a long time, and me also like getting a thing. But yeah, one of my favorite posts are like fan art things in this game. Is a like. It's. You know, main character and Kim. Oh,
Sailing boat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
Sorry, you go.
Well, it's you know, main character and Kim Katsuragi, right? Where it's like a riff on that one. Do you wonder if we're friends in every timeline or whatever, or like something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like Volition it's Inland Empire difficulty 18 success. As it describes all of the different, them as birds, them as whatever, the different forms, but it's them and they're together. I don't know. That's just the kind of vibe of some of the more esoteric stats, and I really like
I
it.
represent the
Very
board of
funny.
Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. Beaton, my maiden name. Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Relax. She meant it in jest.
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will.
That is good
She's
to
the
hear,
corporate
madame. My colleague
negotiator.
will take the lead on this
Yeah, they're
interview.
talking about her.
I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice.
How
Hatching a
interesting.
scheme.
I wish you a swift recovery.
Seem
In the
risky.
You're on a
meantime-
boat!
Why, yes I am.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is. It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. My sloop, I like it a lot.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with
Thanks,
the murder we're
Kev.
investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Good. What we do?
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain. Son Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star. She nods.
Everything.
I just
Right
really
up
like
to, but not including
having high
trade
encyclopedias so I can
secrets.
just learn all this stuff.
Yeah,
It's really fun.
Makes sense.
It's the one for if you want to get just a lore dump,
Yeah.
I say that I still somehow missed so many of
First,
these
you'd
checks.
have
I
to
must just
repeal
have
the
terrible luck.
Emergencies Act of Trade and Aliments
Yeah.
that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. I am glad you
I
see
will
it that
slay
way.
it.
I
To
will
repeal
slay
the
it.
act would mean repealing the coalition government, the one that leases you the right to police West Revachol.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
No. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This
Okay,
time
those
their
2 are
demands
reasonable.
more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
They want a big crane? I'm pretty sure it's
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
And
Mr.
50%
Clare
ownership
told
of the
him
company.
Oh,
How
right.
did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Yeah.
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say? Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
That is a step towards communism.
Then you might also like their other slogan. Demand democracy.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Not hard communist enough for me.
yeah.
I agree. It lacks the pizazzo of every worker a member of the board.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
It's quite
It's really
simple, you
good.
see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what, about anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
Long live the workers. Well,
yeah.
I mean,
That
could say
may
it's
well
funny
be.
too, yeah. Or
It's
that.
not up to me to decide who is king. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mock. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Okay, I'm gonna assume it's that guy.
This
My
checks out.
favorite guy.
Yeah.
Call
The
me
scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be...
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably
The two of
nepotistic,
them?
then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but... And your opinion, detective? If I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
The problem is, right? Number one, it's like, no, this is not communist enough. You know, like.
Yeah.
Can't pick it.
Yeah, they don't seem that good.
Well, it's from her perspective.
It is. See, this is from her perspective. Yeah.
That's true.
She is ostensibly an agent who, regardless of if she's the negotiator, she works for the company. But your suspect right now is the dock workers. So who's to say?
Who's to say?
Yeah.
What you feeling?
Good question, because... Like... Hold on.
Alright. I really need to go.
Bye, Zanza.
Hour ago.
See ya.
Yeah. Hope you are enjoying the game.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Disc. Oh.
If I had to put it in my own perspective, I would say the union itself is probably fine, but the brothers Claire have fucking done something that has made it, like, in some ways better and in a lot of ways worse.
Mm-hmm. Of course, that's with the information you just have right now. At least you haven't even met the guy.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. I don't have an opinion.
Of course,
on this
officer.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous foreman.
A woman.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story. Indeed. The company suspects the point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just...
Of course. How else can I help? Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
About the lynching.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsur, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his...
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Yes.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please. Oh dear. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't...
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional. But
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
You know what? Let's try.
Feelings will guide the way.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
This is the entirety of my existence.
Trust me, officer, I am...
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above.
Officer. You know, I don't mean to sound cold.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting in. Somehow.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, the Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbour.
Okay.
It's an open secret in my... Or You can find your back.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Yeah, so it's either do corpo work and like complete a side quest to like get our
Word on the
information
street
immediately.
is you're ready to start building.
We'll find badge.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh, also you're gonna build communism again.
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners,
literally murder all human beings regardless of their middle.
in their pockets. Literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs.
That sounds like
that
me.
kind of stuff.
No, I haven't said any of those things specifically.
Yeah.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it? Failure. It's about failure. Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of you against the atom. The charm now
The
get
last
to work,
communist.
comrade.
All right, sure.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready. Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a...
Okay.
There you go.
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much... Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
I wouldn't go that far. Her reaction did come off as sincere to me. I think she's just quick to adapt. She's a professional, after all. Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time?
The situation might have changed drastically.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months. I'm sure you will, Detective. No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're... What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand...
All
You're
right.
back. Good. What can I help you with?
I'm gonna show you a photo of a dead body.
That's the man who was killed.
Yeah.
I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Of course, Detective.
So what is this?
Masovian socioeconomics. Yeah.
So... Okay. Sure. Well, I can't do it right now anyway, so...
It's all good. You've like hard committed to like getting as much thoughts as possible and such.
I just want to think, you know?
You just want to think. So like, what are your thoughts on like whether or not to do the mission yet? Like, obviously it's fun regardless, but
Yeah. I'm not really sure. Because I want to keep exploring, but... The more we explore, the longer that body is going to be around.
yeah. By the way,
What's up?
did you ask her? Did you ask her everything?
I asked her like most things, I'm pretty sure.
You're back. Good.
What
can I
didn't
help
ask her
you
about the drug trafficking.
Or the money?
I'm not doing that.
It's quite
If
straightforward.
you're sure.
Someone is using Terminal B to...
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am.
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no, yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the...
How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at that roundabout.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver...
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them.
I see.
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed, thousands of liters of raw ingredients will pour.
Well, at least this...
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure we did, on more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some...
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement.
Well, here's your chance, officers. How do you think they're financing this strike? There are
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses, precisely, smuggled out of that very gate at night most likely, then...
She's simply not.
Okay, I'll think about that.
I will also ask.
Yeah, what's up?
The day ends when you like go to bed by whatever means, at 21
At
and
9?
such.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can like keep going throughout the night, but like that's when you're first allowed to go to sleep and such, right?
Yeah.
Do we want to keep going until the first day is over, or like do you want to end?
I was thinking about ending it here.
Yeah.
Partially because while I am enjoying myself,
it's a very dense game.
It's a very dense game, and I feel like this has been a very fun experience. If people want me to continue streaming this, I'll think about it. But if I'm going to continue playing this game, I'll likely play it off stream. Because it's good, but make good stream content it does not for me.
It's entirely fair, yeah. If you do continue playing it, whether on or off stream, feel free to invite me along because watching. I like watching other playthroughs because, like, as Zanza mentioned, with the different stats and like the infinite amount of dialogue options,
there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Like again, I have never seen anyone do the Doom commercial area questline day one. It's very interesting.
Lamau. In any case, I appreciate everyone being here. I appreciate. Thank you, Kakuo, for joining me. Although he's no longer here, thank you, Zanza, for donating to put this game into my hands effectively.
Yeah.
With that, thank you everyone so much for watching. If you would like to know when we're going live in the future, and know about our schedule and stuff, here's a Discord server. Wow, there it is. And this is a part of the Fundraiser Stream-a-thon, which is coming to a close very soon, as of right now. To help me get some headway on a PC. We will be back hopefully tomorrow with another stream. And then after that, we will have a very special last stream to finish this all off.
Unless you donate for more days, I think.
Unless you donate for more days, which could happen. But there's no pressure on that. We just appreciate you being here, following, sharing, etc., etc. With that, again, thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you, Kakuo, for joining me. Goodbye.